Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, all glory, all honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha Akwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone who rule well, and peace and salutations unto the elect. This is Micah 4:1, and it reads, "But in the last days it shall come to pass that the mountain of the house of the Lord Yahweh shall be established in the top of the mountains, and it shall be exalted above the hills, and people shall flow unto it." Now, I want to point out a couple words in this scripture. For example, mountain. Typically, we all know what a mountain is, but in certain contexts within the scripture, a mountain is referring to a government, a high government. For example, you have a summit, which, a summit is like the peak of a mountain, but you also have a summit, which is a meeting or a conference. You have real world summits, that bring together, all the heads of states, important government officials, and they come together to discuss certain, problems and ideas. It's basically a meeting, right? So that just goes into what a mountain is, referring to a government. So when it says that the mountain of the house of the Lord Yahweh shall be established in the top of the mountains, so you have the mountain of the Lord being established on top of the other mountains. So the house of the Lord, which is Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Shai's kingdom, or who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, Yahweh Shai's kingdom is going to be the top government within the whole entire earth. And everybody is going to be subject unto that government and unto those laws, statutes, and commandments. So that's what it means when it's established on top of the other mountains, right? Mountains being plural. And it shall be exalted above the hill. The hill is just a representation of people above all the other nations of the earth, outside of the nation of Israel. Okay, and then it says people shall flow unto it. Now, people will flow unto it. That's really talking about the heathen nations. It's not talking about the Israelites, because in the kingdom, the Israelites, they're going to be completely changed, and they're going to be made perfect. All right, because the Lord is going to write the law, statutes, and commandments inside our inward parts, and basically the Lord is going to program us to be perfect. He's going to program us to never go off, to never sin, to never have to wake up and feel like the temptations of your flesh. You won't have to have that burden of war being in your mind, telling you all these negative thoughts, causing you to try to go astray. It's not going to be none of that. It's going to be beautiful, and because of that, we'll live forever. We won't have to die. We'll have dominion over death. So when it says the people shall flow unto it, it's not talking about the Israelites, because we'll be perfect, but it's talking about the other nations, because they still have to be taught. So right now, in this side of the world, on this side, in present time, right now, this law, statutes, and commandments was only given to the nation of Israel. Going back to Moses, Mount Sinai, when he received the tablets from the cloud of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, who did he give that law, statutes, commandments to? The Israelites, right? This was right after the Lord Yahweh delivered the Israelites out of the hand of, Egypt, King Pharaoh, okay? And I have a precept to back that up, proving that it's not going to be the Israelites that are going to flow into it, but the people, the rest of the nations, the other heathen nations that will be subject unto the nation of Israel. This is Jeremiah 31 and 33. "But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel. After those days, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will put my law in their inward parts and write it in their hearts, and will be their God or power, and they shall be my people." So this is excluding the nation of Israel, will already be perfect. So it's really just going into the other nations, how in the kingdom to come, when Yahweh Shai is ruling, they're going to have to come to us to learn the law, statutes, and commandments. All right, starting with, you got Yahweh, the Father, his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. You'll have King David, the 12 disciples, and then the 144 elect that will be ruling certain provinces in certain parts of the earth, and the people will look at them as their God or as their king, and because we'll be exercising, the righteous authority, right? And this is all coming from Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. We are the people of the Most High, of the nation of Israel. All right. So this is just a little insight on, what's to come in the near future. This is still a prophecy that hasn't been fulfilled yet. We're still in the latter end times. There's still a couple more prophecies left. We got to go through Jacob's trouble. You have, the MOTB, and then of course you have WW3. All right. So this is just a glimpse of what it's going to be like in the kingdom, and this world is finally going to be righteous. Everything is wicked in this world, and this earth is mourning, and the people are mourning. There's so much nastiness that is going on. And this is all from a wicked rulership, pursuant to Job 9:24. The earth has been given over to the hands of the wicked. That wicked has been revealed to be Esau Edom, the so-called white man, which he's not white, he's red. Okay, so this is in the future. This is a prophecy that has not yet been fulfilled, and we're just not in that time yet. But in that time, the people are going to flow into it, right? Yahweh Bashim Yahushai and our government and the law, statutes, and commandments, we're going to be the top mountain, and everyone's going to have to be subject unto us to learn righteousness, and everything is going to be put back in order, back in its place. And all of life, man, it's just going to be flourishing. Life is going to be what life really intended it to be, because we don't have that here on this side. So I just wanted to make that quick point and go over Micah 4:1. I showed you, mountain is referring to people, on top of the other mountains / hills, referring to Salakia. The mountain is referring to the kingdom of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, exercising, the law, statutes, and commandments to the rest of the hills, which are the other nations of people, and they shall flow unto us to receive those orders, those laws. Okay. So, Lord's will, Adawan Ratazah. I hope you were edified, and on to the next one. Shalom.